What? Culinary mystery?
Yes.
And you've done 14 books before this one?
Yes. Hannah Swensen.
Hannah Swensen is our instigator, right?
Oh, she is. She's our amateur cookie baking sleuth.
You have some delicious recipes in here. And I know as I go through your book, I'm thinking, oh, interesting, interesting. And then it's like, oh, here's a recipe that makes me hungry.
Hannah has a real propensity for stumbling across dead bodies. And I gotta tell you, Lake Eden has no crime to speak of at all, but they are the murder capital of the world. There is at least one murder, maybe two, in each book.
All right, it's not often that we have a culinary mystery author on Great Day St. Louis, and in fact, I'm pretty sure this is a first. So what exactly is, you ask, a culinary mystery author? Well, it's someone like who's standing right next to me, who can write and cook. New York Times bestselling author Joanne Fluke has combined her talents for both in this new book, Cinnamon Roll Murder. I love this is the 15th, right, in the Hannah, what's her name, Hannah?
Hannah Swensen.
So each one of your 15 books includes recipes along with it, right, that ride along with the storylines?
Definitely.
That's so cool. And give us just a little bit about this one.
Oh, this one's exciting.
It's number 15.
It takes place, as all the books do, in Lake Eden, Minnesota, which is a little small town in central Minnesota, where there is no crime to speak of. I mean, there are no muggings, no vandalism, no break-ins.
Except when related to Hannah.
It is the murder capital of the world.
No car break-ins, but a lot of murders, huh?
Exactly right. And Hannah Swensen has to solve every single crime.
Well, and interlaced within the storylines are these great recipes, right?
That's right.
And you have some whippersnapper cookies you're going to whip up for us right now?
Yes.
All right.
These are called apple cinnamon whippersnappers.
They smell good.
And we start with an egg. And guess what?
What?
You get to stir.
Okay. Would we maybe use a mixer with this?
You can, but you have to be careful not to get the air out of the Cool Whip.
Oh, okay.
You know, you don't want them over mixed.
All right, I got you. Okay.
Okay, we ready?
I think so.
I think we're ready.
As close as we're going to get, let's put it that way.
Yeah, this is it.
All right.
Okay, then you take 2 spoons. And you kind of do a rounded teaspoon. And that's a little more than a teaspoon, but you drop it in here.
Oh, I'm loving this already.
Okay, this is the powdered sugar cinnamon mixture.
Yes.
And then you can get your hands dirty.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you a secret on these gooey cookies, because I make some gooey cookies sometimes.
Do you?
And a lot of times if you take confectioner's sugar, like you had there, and coat your hands with it, the dough won't stick to it as easily.
You can do that. Yes, you can. Yes. And we put them in the oven at 350 degrees for between 12 and 15 minutes.
And it comes out like this.
They spread out like that.
And you don't burn the bottoms when you use that parchment paper.
Yeah, it's really good to use. And this is only one of the recipes in Cinnamon Roll Murder.
They're like ginger snaps, I guess, or a little chewier, though, which I like.
Yeah, and they've got the apple taste in there.
How many? Yes, I just hit that. How many recipes are in the book?
22 in that one.
So it's interlaced within the
stories. Remember, my sleuth is a cookie baker, and she owns a cookie shop.
No, your cookie baker is a sleuth.
Well,
something like that.
So what happened here?
Well, my sleuth owns a bakery and a coffee shop, and so of course she has to make cookies and pies and cakes and all those good things.
Because of course a baker likes to solve murders, and who doesn't like a little baked good when you're solving a murder?
Well, she has a little problem. She stumbles over dead bodies. This is just what she does, to the horror of her mother.
So you're reading along, and then boom, you got yourself a recipe right here.
That's right.
That's really interesting.
So Joanne, why did you start doing that? Why did you write these books like this?
I wanted to write a cookbook and I couldn't sell it. And my editor said, why don't you write a cozy mystery series? And I said, could I put recipes in it? And he said, sure, why not? And that's why I started.
And the first one was chocolate chip cookies, right?
Yes, chocolate chip cookie murder. I weighed 97 pounds then. Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Have your recipes changed from when you started? I mean, are they more complicated now, or what do you think?
No, I'm sort of going to the easy ones now.
Yeah.
I don't like to make a recipe with 47 steps. You know, it's just not that much fun.
And so you're using, because I noticed you use the Cool Whip, you use the apple spice cake mix. These are things you can just pick up. Do you have a particular cake mix type, or you just find whatever kind you have?
Not really. It's just whatever kind. You know, anything that'll make a cake will work in here.
Apple spice.
And
good.
you're doing a good job.
really,
Wow.
it's a
She's
good
very
workout.
encouraging.
So she does like mystery novels and recipes and workouts all in one.
I know.
These
Yeah.
are like the
It's
softest things ever.
Yeah, and you
They
made us a
are.
whole plate of these, so
I did.
we got to give these a little.
did.
So how long do you bake them?
I bake them for 12 to 15 minutes at 350. Are they good? Huh? Yeah.
They're light as a feather.
I know.
And
they're
they're like-
really, really good.
They're like cakey, chewy.
They
Yeah.
are. They're,
And you
they're
can
so
taste
light.
the
They're
apple.
almost like marshmallows.
I know. They're
You know?
really good cookies. You can eat a whole batch.
Wow.
Yeah, a batch makes
You hear
3 or
that?
4 dozen.
I can
yeah.
eat a whole batch.
Joanne, thank you
Joanne's
so
good,
much.
well.
Congratulations on your success. This is such a cool idea.
You want to
Well,
meet
thank you.
Joanne? You can see her at Barnes & Noble in Edina tonight.
And we have this recipe and a link to buy the book on TwinCitiesLive.com, so you can go check it out. Coming up on Twin Cities Live, if you have a picky eater on your hands, give them these.
Have to do that. So I'm just going to kind of judge. I'm going to eyeball this. It doesn't really matter. That's what I love about these recipes. It doesn't really matter if you get them exactly right or not. They still work.
I love the one that says you don't even need to turn on the oven. I must say, I was so tempted to say, okay, I need to run to the kitchen right now, make something so I can continue reading.
Oh, I bet that's Death by Caffeine Mocha
That's
Trifle.
exactly what it was.
Okay.
That's exactly what it was.
Oh, yes, that's a beauty.
Some of the other titles of the book are great. I love the apple turnover murder, the cream puff murder.
Oh, yeah.
All with delicious recipes here.
Now, all we're doing here is we're just patting this down a little bit so that when we get it into the oven at 350 degrees for 15 minutes, it's going to brown up and look exactly like this one.
Wow, okay, it seems so dry there. I would think I had done it wrong, so I'm glad we actually did this on the air.
The butter will melt. It'll turn golden like that. It'll be yummy.
Perfect. Okay, so then once it comes out like this.
Okay, once it comes out, I think I'll have, would you like to put the filling on?
The gooey
is the
strawberry.
cherry
Oh, I thought
strawberry.
this was cherry filling. Okay, so this
No,
is
it
cherry.
can be cherry, though. It could be cherry. It could be raspberry. It could be blueberry. What it is pie filling. You just buy it at the store and put it on, and then take this and just kind of spread it around a little.
There we go. Okay. Ooh, does that look good?
Oh, yeah. This one actually is an experiment of mine because I wanted something really, really easy. I've got some grandkids coming up that will be bakers eventually, I hope. And I want something that they can make quite easily.
Well, and that's the thing when you're baking with children. You need a sort of a quick, easy recipe that they can enjoy and they can see the results very quickly.
This is true.
Okay, good enough here?
Good enough there.
Another half hour, and we have these delicious bars here. Oh, do they look good? You also brought one of your chocolate cake recipes here.
Yes, that's the red chocolate Devil's Food Cake from Devil's Food Cake Murder. Yes, that's right.
Yes, so not only does the fabulous writing and the mystery novels here intrigue us, but then we get excited over the chocolate. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
I truly
very much.
appreciate it. This is a real gem, let me tell you. If you want to learn more about the book, you can log on to kensingtonbooks.com, or for a link, log on to WGNTV.com/midday, the Devil's Food Cake Murder. We can make the cake and the bars.
Today I have New York Times best-selling author Joanne Fluke. And how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Well, I'm so excited to have you here. You do some really amazing books, and I think it's a new concept. You've got, your heroine is a baker.
Yes, Hannah Swensen owns a cookie shop and a bakery in Lake Eden, Minnesota.
And she stumbles upon dead bodies and...
She does. You know, the policemen generally call it slaydar that she has.
Oh.
Rather than radar, she seems to find murder victims.
Oh, fun.
And Hannah finds them, and then, of course, she feels obligated to solve the murder, naturally.
Yes. And the police force, I'm sure, just adores her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, one of them does. One of her boyfriends is Mike Kingston, who is the chief detective in the Winnetka County Sheriff's Department.
So she does have her fans in the...
She has a fan, but he kind of wants her to leave the investigation to him.
Mm-hmm. But she probably solves all the murders for them, so they have to indulge her.
Well, yes, but every once in a while Hannah will get into some trouble. She'll get into a little bit of jeopardy, just a little bit.
But that's what makes her books interesting.
Oh yeah,
You
and
gotta
we
have
know.
that.
We know. I mean, they're cozy mysteries, and we know that Hannah is going to survive. We may say, how is she going to get out of this one? But she will survive.
Leave
yes.
it to the author. You'll figure out how she's going to get out of it, right?
Oh, and sometimes that's tough.
So you are obviously an animal lover.
Oh, I am. I have 2 dogs, and I sort of have half of the neighbor's cat. Now that sounds gruesome, but it's not. Okay. No, Cleo spends probably half a day at my house. The minute I open the dog door in the morning, she jumps the fence and comes over, and I have 3 beds in my office, and one is for Charlie, one's for Bernie, and one's for Cleo.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, so I write to the sound of purring and snoring.
Oh, wow, what an inspiration.
It's great. It's great. Well, part of it was I had all these recipes from my mom and my grandmother and my aunts and neighbors in Minnesota. And, they bake a lot in Minnesota. It warms up the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Especially in the winter. I used to wake up to the smell of vanilla and cinnamon and chocolate every single winter morning. They never had to call me twice to get out of bed. No, but so I've got all these recipes, and I wanted to organize them, and this gave me the chance.
So
nice.
You get a great book about a murder mystery, and then you also, and I'm sure it sounds like there's probably some comedy in there as well.
Oh yeah.
A lot of
yeah,
comedy.
there's some comedy. Yes.
And then you get a bonus recipe at the end of the book.
Oh, you get more than one.
Oh, you do?
Oh, you do. I think the last book had 23 recipes.
Oh, my word.
Oh, yes.
Well,
some really good ones, too.
So it's a bonus in every book because you get all these amazing recipes.
Yes, it is a bonus. And they're all easy because I do not believe in a recipe that has 23 steps. I mean, that drives me nuts.
I hate that.
I want a recipe that forgives me if I make a little mistake. If I measure just a little off, I want it to turn out okay. So I'm very careful which recipes I put in. And sometimes readers write me with recipes. They email me. I have a website, murdershebaked.com, and they will email me and give me family recipes, and sometimes I'll include those too.